Hello, everyone. For those who are entering our webinar, we are here from NEOMA Business School presenting you about our MSc in Marketing. So we have quite some participants are coming now. When we are waiting for more to come, I'd like to start to maybe to introduce you a little bit who will be presenting you today. We have Anne-Sophie COURTIER as the head of all our MSc program. Hi, Anne-Sophie.
Hi, Min. Thank you very much for introducing me. So my name is Anne-Sophie COURTIER. I'm the director of all MSc full-time programs, and it's really a pleasure to meet you this afternoon or this morning, it depends, for this presentation and webinar of MSc in Marketing. Thank you. And we also have one of our students with us. So Glenn.
Yes, hi everyone. Thank you for inviting me to share my experiences during all my process here at NEOMA. My name is Margarita. You can call me Glenn or Margarita if you want. Yeah, I'm part of the MSc International Marketing and Brand Management from last October. So I hope to answer all your questions to show my experience in NEOMA in France. So thank you so much.
Great. And you are from, did you mention where are you from?
Oh, no, I'm from Colombia, from South America. Yeah.
So thank you for joining us today to share some of your real experience. We have quite many participants here today, so I guess they are from everywhere. I can see from the name. Before we start officially the real content, maybe we can spend one more minute to show everyone a video about our school, especially the campuses we have.
I choose to transform the world.
Each morning,
I look at things differently.
I rise to meet challenges.
I'm committed. I use all of my energy to reinvent the world.
I choose to study here.
And also here.
And tomorrow here.
To study in a place I enjoy.
To develop in the professional environment best suited to me.
I am part of the world and I push back its boundaries.
I choose to learn every day.
To meet people who work and create.
People who leave.
People who are building the world of today.
And also who are thinking about the one of tomorrow.
I choose to innovate.
To expand the limits.
Because I love life when it's simple.
And also when it's complicated.
And especially when it's moving and changing. I test.
I take action.
I give encouragement so everyone can succeed together.
I seek out excellence.
In technologies found in our day.
And technology of tomorrow.
I choose to be a part of history.
And to be part of a community.
With her.
With him.
With them.
To share.
To communicate.
I am unique.
But I'm also a part of the whole.
Of a group.
And a network.
I am connected.
NEOMA Business School is me.
It's me.
It's me.
It's me.
It's me.
It's me. It's me.
I choose NEOMA Business School because the world is changing and I want to participate in its transformation.
Okay, when we are watching the video, we can see more are coming, which is really great to have all this audience today. So now I think we are going to the real business to talk about our school, our programs. We will share our information and real experience with you. To begin that, I'd like to introduce myself. I forgot. I'm Ming from the International Recruitment Team. So we have a whole team based here in Huang and also in REMS campus to serve you. Well, To start with, let's see some of the figures and facts. May be a bit boring, but we try to give you the general idea who we are. So NEOMA Business School is a school with 150 years history. We have here Huang campus, and also in Paris, we have a campus dedicated to the executive education programs, and also in Reims. So those two cities, as you can see from the earlier video, they are very close to Paris, and they have nice city view and a good environment for international students. And with the modern campus and cities, we are also very proud. We have the 3 international accreditations, including EQUIS, ASSB, EMBA. So now in the world, only about 100, that's 1% of all the education institutions to have these 3 accreditations. We call them triple accredited or 3 crowns to guarantee you very high quality of education programs at all levels. And then in the 3 campuses, we have almost 10,000 students from everywhere, such as Glenn from Latin America, and we have many others. Maybe Glenn, you can share maybe in your class, in your programs, what are other students, where they come from?
Yeah, for sure.
About
it's like a really multicultural class. We have students in my class from Vietnam, from Russia. We have from this year from Germany. Sorry. So we have the experiences, different insights from different cultures that we can share all around. So that really make a rich class, And also regarding the professors, we have professors from not only from France, but from United States, Greece, from Asia. So it's an amazing, we have the world in one place.
We like this diversity. And then, Anne-Sophie, you can say about the professors. Already we mentioned they are also from everywhere.
Yes, sure, Mina. Because in our permanent faculty, we have nearly 60, more than 60, nearly 70% of our permanent professors who are coming from all over the world, international professors. Some of them don't speak French yet. And so this is a guarantee for you to have a multicultural environment for your studies. Very interesting. Maybe one last point about the Grade de Master, which is the highest recognition from the Ministry of Higher Education and Research in France. And we gained this accreditation last year for all our portfolio of MSc programs. It means that your diploma will be recognized by the French ministry. It's easier for you to apply for job offers, and it allows you also to apply for a PhD program after the MSc if you plan to.
Yeah, and that's a very important point because it's new from last year, and it covers all our MSc programs, not just a few, or not just our 2-year MIM, Master in Management. So that's a benefit to all our future and current students, including Glenn. And then lastly, we'd like to mention our powerful network, which is an advantage of NEOMA. That includes 3 parts. One is the corporate network, including our corporate partners, those top companies worldwide. We work so closely with them, including teaching and research, or they will offer us internship or job opportunities. So it's a value that we can offer and share with you. Another one is the alumni network. Thanks to the long history of NEOMA, we have a very big alumni network. They are also everywhere in the world. The size, the number is the 4th biggest among all French business schools. So you can also be part of it. For example, Glenn, when you graduate, you are also always for your lifetime part of our NEOMA alumni network to build and develop your career, to go to a higher level, etc. And then we have a big number of academic partners. That's for students to go abroad for exchange. And in some of our programs, we have like a double degree or even triple degrees with our academic partners. So that's some general facts and figures about our school. We can maybe go into more details after. And then we'd like to mention our ranking compared to other French business schools. There are different ranking systems in the world, but the most renowned or recognized one can be the Financial Times. Maybe some of you already know. So last year, we are really well ranked in this ranking. Especially the 2-year master in management. We are top 5 in France and also top 28 in the world. And also there is the European Business School ranking by Financial Times. That's to rank the school to cover all its programs. We are number 8 in France and also number 39 in Europe. So that's a big improvement to show where we are. And then there are other ranking systems we can briefly introduce you. One is the Economist ranking. Also in the 2-year master in management, we are number 19 in the world. That represents number 4 of this program in France. So that's a real improvement for us. And then very, very recently, we have added universal ranking. In this ranking, they rank all the business schools. We are in the second league, which represents 4 palms. So in this level or in this league, there are only 8 French business schools. We are the top 1 in this league. However, there are some others, they have the 5 palms, which are the top ones. So there are 7 this year in that league, but in the second league with 4 palms, we are the number 1 this year. So we are also very proud of that. And then in this particular ranking, they rank some of the special particular programs by category or domain, such as marketing, supply chain, etc. If you are interested, you can go to the website to look more. For example, we have one international master in luxury management. It is top 3 in the world in the luxury management category. So that can show you where we are compared to other schools. And finally, there's another one called the Shanghai ranking that ranks all universities, not only business schools. We are also very well ranked among the top 200 university schools in the world, and we are number 8 in business administration. So that's a bit maybe just the facts and numbers, but you know very well now where we are, who we are compared to other schools. And then Anne-Sophie, maybe you'd introduce all the MSc catalog we have.
Yes, sure, Min, thank you. So as you can see on your screen, we have 4 different categories of Master of Science. The 4 different categories have all several proposals for MSc programs. In each category, you can see programs very specific and programs more generalist. So if we focus more on marketing, because this is a webinar dedicated to MSc in marketing, we can see we have 5 different proposals of MSCs. And the MSc International Marketing and Brand Management is probably the more generalist of our MSCs. This is very interesting for students who would like to work in marketing department in a company, for example, but don't know yet in which type of skills and which type of activity. So it will prepare you very well to be a very good marketer and to increase all your skills in marketing, but it's not as specific as the MSc Wine and Gastronomy, for example. We have this MSc Wine and Gastronomy, more dedicated to marketing savoir-faire and terroir in a French environment, dedicated to students who would like to work in the wine environment, in gastronomy, with Michelin 3 stars tables and restaurants.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. So as you can see,
yeah,
the difference is real between all our MSc programs. If you are more attracted by the luxury environment, we have an MSc in luxury marketing, and also things more dedicated to the digital expertise. So I can discuss a lot about each MSc,
we will show actually maybe more details, and we try to compare a little bit one and another, so you are not completely lost in the name. But this is just to show you we have all the options. If you are not only interested in marketing, you can also check other catalog and business sectors to give you the general idea. And then we can mention and introduce you something in common in all the MSCs, especially those in marketing MSc programs. This shows what all our MSc program has. For example, they all have the Content Master recognition, the ASSB EQUIS accreditation, and they are all in the 15 months duration, normally from from September or August, or they can also start in January, in spring. We have 2 MSc in marketing on the button. They also have an extra intake in January. So except for this program, all others, they start in fall, in October. And then they can be based in either Reims or Rouen or even Paris campus, such as the luxury marketing. And they are completely in English. So you know something they all share in common. And then we try to break down a little bit all the different MSc programs in marketing. I like to start maybe the first 3 to show maybe there's a little thing in common these 3 programs have. And then Anne-Sophie may introduce you more about the other 2, especially the one that Glenn comes from in brand international marketing and brand management. So if you only look at the name, you see a little bit the content of what this program is talking about, but that doesn't give you all the information. We always encourage you to go to our website or to go through our brochure to see what are the courses that can be delivered in the particular program. But there is something in common in the first 3 programs. They focus more in industry, not in a particular perspective of skills. If you can check the name, Marketing French Excellence, Luxury Marketing, Wine and Gastronomy, you can see obviously that let's start from luxury marketing. It focuses, of course, in the luxury industry, which is very unique. They have maybe a special way of doing marketing using all the luxury way. And it is based in Paris. It's the only MSc program we have in Paris. And it benefits from the close connection with the Parisian professional industry and the luxury business there. So it is this one. And then the name of Marketing French Excellence can be a little bit confusing. Does it mean we only teach about how French companies do business? not necessarily. The name is to reflect the idea of this program to show you some of the industry that France is doing extremely well compared to other countries or compared to other industries. That's including the retailing industry, service, including tourism, or a little bit about hospitality, and then about culture, about high technology and fashion. So if you are interested in the general marketing catalog, but you are not so specific in a particular industry, you want to know more about all those industries, how they do marketing, especially the industry that France is doing a little bit better than others, then you can choose or consider this program. It also has a highlight of a study tour in Paris. We work with Esmond, the fashion school, which is one of the best. So you can expect that in this program. Then we already talked about luxury marketing, which is very clear, maybe just from the name. And then also very clear about wine and gastronomy. It is for people who are really passionate in this wine, food, beverage industry, who desire to work in those industry. But you will learn not just the marketing in this program, you also learn like a strategy and even law, even some of the general business knowledge, but more focused in marketing to prepare you in this particular industry and field. The highlight will be the WSET certification for wine tasting, and the good part is it's completely free. Normally it costs quite a lot to get this certification, but we cover it in this program. And then it has a close partnership with those champagne houses, the champagne industry in Reims, where this program is delivered. And also if COVID is gone, we will arrange study tour in Canada for all the students, normally in spring. So this is about this particular wine and gastronomy MSc. And then we have two others, and Sophie and Glenn will share their opinions and experiences.
Yeah, the two others, MSc, IMBM, and Digital Expertise for Marketing, are more dedicated and more focused on developing new skills and not focused on industry. So as I previously said, the international marketing brand management is more generalist, but also with Google certificates and other preparations. The digital expertise for marketing is really linked to the new digital innovation in marketing. So new tools and how to use this digital expertise especially in marketing. So one last point before letting Glenn talking about her MSc. One last point is about the professional certifications, because as you can see, we prepare our students to different certifications, or we find some partnerships with SMOD, a famous school of fashion and design. So the aim of these certifications and partnerships is to offer our students something more than only the diploma. The diploma is the first step for sure, but you also need professional experience. You need to have professional certifications to apply to job offers and to be really serious in face to the companies when you apply. So that's the reason why we always try to prepare you very well to this future. So Glenn, maybe you can discuss and present more your MSc, please.
We will also show you more details in your particular program. You can share your real study experience, such as which courses attract you most, or have you ever had confusion or doubts when you choose this program before you applied? Anything you'd have?
Yeah, my story was like, before coming to NEOMA, I was working in the trade marketing department, for Duracell at Mexico. So at that point, you know, I didn't have like so much academic information by my side. I just studied international business before. So at that point, I really wanted to work on the marketing area. That's why when I was trying to look for something that really makes me grow as a professional, I just started looking at NEOMA in these PDF that are offered in the website.
Yes.
And in my case, for example, what I really take into account were the courses in my case, because I was looking for something that really fits with the things I want to work in the future. So I really recommend the students to go to the PDF. For example, in this case, we have in my MSc International Marketing and Brand Management, and I really, for example, at that moment, I really like the way they offer more in a general way, because I want to work later on in the retail part, and they really offer everything regarding what I really need. For example, last semester, I had the opportunity to work with the brand strategy part. That is really important in order to make strategies for companies that really makes you grow. We also, as an experience in my classes, for example, what I really like about all these courses is that you don't only have like academic people, but also experts in the area. You know,
Speakers.
yeah, I really love that these are people who have like so many experiences in the past, and they match the academic part and the experiences, and they offer, you know, so many knowledge for you and tools that are really gonna be useful. I'm gonna tell you like some examples. We have like this Nielsen class. This is like a tool that most of the companies are asking when they are in the recruitment process. And we just have one expert that works in Nielsen. He's like a manager in Nielsen.
Yes.
And he went to the class. He gave you one session. He gave us one session of academic part, and then give you a case, a business case, and then we start like working in groups with the French people and international people, and we just present the class, and then we have like feedbacks, you know, all these like paths of the knowledge that really make us like learn, and it will be like really useful for me now that I'm in my internship looking for, you know.
Already,
So,
yes.
yeah, so I really recommend to go over there and see all
details.
the courses.
Yeah, that's a very valuable experience you shared. And you mentioned about the speakers, the network with companies, or real projects with a real company. I know you have a lot of partners in this program, and you have chance to take over a real maybe consulting projects to work in group. And then when it finishes, you will present in front of the managers in that company, which the case last year. So those all reflect the idea we focus in teaching by learning. So you always practice when you study in the classroom, do the textbook study, etc. And then from this structure, you also see the arrangement of semester and the part of internship that we require in each single MSc. So from September or October, you have the first semester, which was done for you, Glenn. And then now we have the second semester in the spring. You finish all the compulsory courses arranged in the particular MSc. And then after May, probably when courses are finished, you will go for an internship, or you can even do a project such as a startup project. Maybe some of the students, they would like to build up their own company as a startup, then they can work in group or together with our on-campus incubator. So this is the practice part from May to end of the second year. And then you do a internship report, and then you can develop it into your master's thesis. So that's all we cover in the MSc program. You introduce yours, but we also share the common thing with other MSc program. So that's the good part. And then we can talk about maybe something outside the classroom, of outside the courses that as a service NEOMA is offering you. For example, we mentioned about the startup. If you have this initiative, you can work with our incubators. We have one on each campus to help you nurture your own business plan or project. And then we have the mobility service for some of the programs, especially two-year master in management. You can do exchange. And then we also use a lot of new technology and innovative ways in the classroom to learning and teaching. You may not know we have launched the first virtual campus in Europe. That's the second after Stanford, something like that, if I remember correctly, in the world. So especially now during the COVID period, which is difficult for all students, they can benefit from this high technology and the new innovative tools to get closer with the professors and their classmates. And then we also focus on the health and wellness. For example, during COVID, we care a lot about the safety and the health of our students. And then finally, something which is the most important is the talent and the career service, including helping our students finding interview. And do you have something to add to what we have?
Yeah, maybe I can add something about the talent in career. So during your course period from October to the end of April, you will have some courses dedicated to developing how to develop your career with the talent and career. These courses are called Shape Your Career. And this service offers our students individual meetings if you need with people more dedicated to specific geographic zones or disciplines to help you to find a job. Because as you know, at the end of the MSc, you have a professional experience to do. It can be an internship, but it's also can be a temporary or permanent job, creating a startup and so on. So the talent in career is really something with a added value for our students, very, very impactful for you.
Mm-hmm. And I also noticed end of this month, early next month, our Talent and Career Center, they are launching a virtual job fair. So every student, they can register to meet real companies. And maybe, Glenn, if you are already in contact with the team, you know, you can book like a one-to-one consultation with them, or help to find help to direct your career.
In fact, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, in fact, in November, I have I asked for an appointment.
Okay, how was that?
It was pretty cool because it was like too personalized. I have Eloise, that is from the Italian and Career Department, that she was like suggesting me all the things that I have to take into account because I really want to make my internship here in France. So she was like giving me some advice about how is the process, how is like the CV order and the cover letter. Also that we have like this page of the website about the talent and career that offers all the services that I can ask, for example, for the correction of my CV or my motivation letter. And if I wanna make like an interview simulation, I can have it also with the school. So it's like an amazing service from the school.
And we also have the job teaser website where the companies post all the positions for internship, permanent job. Each year there are over 20,000 positions posted there. So just make good use of it.
Yeah, not only here in France, but in the world, you can find so many jobs.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the service we can offer you, and we have the team dedicated to you. And then for international students, maybe many of the participants here, they are international students from the other part of the world. You can expect from A to Z good service from our team and also from our student service team, including, so right after you are admitted, you are in good hands with them to prepare your visa, like all the documents you need to come to France, how to arrange your or book your accommodation with us. For international students, they can also book like where, Glenn, you are now in your individual studio or individual room in the accommodation, either next to campus or maybe in the city center, depends on your needs. So we help you with that. And also before you arrive, we will arrange the preparation. We have a website called Welcome to NEOMA. If you Google, you will find it. That's for students after their admission to prepare their arrival. And then very proud, we have the label called Bienvenue en France, Welcome to France, by Campus France. It check the quality of international service of all schools, universities, and we got the 3-star, which is a very high level of international service to our students. And then when you are on campus, we have international welcome days to help you to meet other students, maybe from your own region, country, or from other areas. And yeah, I don't know, Glenn, when you are admitted, after you are admitted, did you share all those surveys and what are the impression you have?
Yeah, I had the opportunity to have this welcome step by step. I think there's they are like 7 or 8 steps we gotta follow. So I think it's really, really useful because for us as international students to be in France is like a long process that we gotta follow, you know, and sometimes having this kind of tools give you like the right path to follow, to have the right information on time. And they are not only on the website, but you only have that, you also have the team from the hub that can, they always remember you in which step you must be, you know. For example, for making all the visa requirements, got the documents you need to have, they send you the documents. Later when you are here with the opening of the bank account, the civic,
exactly,
the CAF allowances, everything they give you. So I think this is gonna be really useful once the student is accepted. And the other thing is the International Welcome Day. I have the opportunity to be in October here at the school. So it was really amazing because it's like the moment you have to share with French students that are there for you to explain everything about the school, about the courses website, about, you know, how to go to a classroom, about the services, all the associations the school have. Normally they have so many in all the things you want.
We have like a 88.
Yeah. It's for real. Everything you want. If you like fashion, there's an association for fashion. If you like volunteer work, there's an association for volunteer work. So
you can meet them also on the International Welcome Day and to do some network with your future students or friends, etc.
Yeah, so I really like it.
Just to prove what we announced, so that's very convincing. And then still, if you'd like to see more of our campus, we showed a bit in the video, but from the website, you can have the virtual tour to see the campus look, the buildings, even inside of the building, so that can maybe give you more real experience, especially now when visit is not very durable. And also, we can add a few more words about the living expenses or cost in each city. So Rouen and Reims, not far from Paris, of course. We can expect monthly expenses or cost from 600 to 700 euros to cover everything, including accommodation, food, transportation, everything. And Paris can be a little more expensive. So that's the general idea to give you. And then that's pretty much more about the school and the programs. And then finally, we'll talk about admissions. I can see some of the candidates, participants have questions already. So I will cover some of the basic key information. If not included to answer your question, you can raise your question right after. We have time for that. So to join our MSc program, we have the 15 months program. In short, we call it a 1-year program. To join directly that program, we prefer that you have a 4-year bachelor. It doesn't matter from which background or fields. It can be business or non-business. Then if you don't have that, some of the candidates, they have a 3-year bachelor. In that case, we prefer that you have 1 year of continuous work experience. Then you can join directly our 1-year MSc. If you don't have that, let's say 1 year work experience with a 3-year bachelor, then we have another international pre-master program to prepare you for 1 year in 12 months to join our MSc. So that will make the MSc into 2 years. We call it a long track, the 2-year MSc option. You study the first year, some of the basic business courses, and also to increase your language skill if it's not good enough. And then in the second year, you join our MSc program, as if those who have already a 4-year bachelor, then you will study together. So that's the 2 options we have, the long track and the short track. And then to apply, we show you next page, the steps, but you need to prepare some documents. You need to show your English level, your language skill. In TOEIC, TOEFL, or IELTS, you have to have the B2 level. And then some of the common documents, including bachelor degree, if you have it. If not, show us enrollment certificate, plus the transcripts with all the courses and the grades you have in your college, and 2 recommendation letters, 1 CV, of course, and also to answer some questions about your motivation. So that's about the document preparation. And then about the steps, everything is online. Our apply system is now open for this fall intake, and pretty soon after we will open it for the January intake 2022. And if you apply early enough, you will have the early bird scholarship, 1,000 euros discount, if you can be admitted and enrolled by us within this month. So there's still some time for you to catch up. And then based on your profile, we will evaluate including your GPA, English level, and the performance of your interview. We have another excellence scholarship up to 4,000 euros. And that's also additional to the early bird. So the earlier you apply, the bigger chance you can get that if you have a good profile. So that's about application, the procedures, the steps. And then you have our contact. We have a team focused on region, for me in Asia. And then we have office in China, in India, in Colombia. We have people based there to connect with you. And then we have local recruiter for Europe, for Africa, and the Mid East. So the whole team is at your service at the very beginning, before your application till the very end. You will find us with all those contact info. I think we have talked a lot about the general facts and information. I like to open the Q&A part for questions
Hi, Min.
Hi,
I answered already some questions on the box, and there's one question for the English test. I think it's better if you can answer live. So we have a question from ML. As the next TOEIC session is scheduled at February, can we apply now and then join the certificates once delivered?
Okay, the TOEIC or other English language skill, if now it's a bit difficult under COVID to book it, you can firstly start your application from our apply system and prepare or submit other documents we require, except for the English score. And then you can even go forward to the interview. But after that, we still need to wait for your English score. Otherwise, you get only a conditional offer. So we will need some proof to show your English language skill. And for those who did your bachelor or university study completely in English, you don't have to submit another English language score, if that's clear.
Okay, great. Thank you. You answered both questions, actually.
I didn't know the other, but yeah.
Yes, great. So another question, any advice on CV and the motivation letter? What are the essential topics to be included? So if you can give some suggestions during the
application. I will say some of the basic, and then if Glenn, if you want, you can maybe share your application experience. So for CV, it's the basis. It doesn't have to be long. Normally 1 page, maximum 2 page will be enough. It doesn't have to be the French style. Depends on where you are. You do the module or the structure that which is common in your country to show the basic information, including education experience, maybe some internship experience or extracurricular activities you have to show your capability and potential. And for the motivation letter, it's not a formal letter that we require. It's in the apply system. We have several questions for you to answer, but those are related to your maybe personality, motivation, why choose France, why choose this particular program. So you need to answer those questions to show your motivation. So that's the application document or what we require in the system. And Glenn, I know you apply through our Latin American office, but you may get some maybe personal opinions when you prepare your application, what you consider maybe key facts to make it successful?
Yeah, in fact, it was kind of funny because, you know, I was so stressful at that time because I really want to be in France. So you have so many information, so many options. Yeah. And I was so lucky to meet Anya in Mexico in a Campus France event.
Great.
So at that time, she told me everything regarding the master. So she told me, and she gave me some advice about my CV, the recommendation letters, and that's why I started to collect all the information. So I took my time, you know, like I make my CV with all the information you mentioned, the experiences. Let's try to put all the things we have done, you know, in the past.
Yeah.
Not only the work experience, but also if you have been part of an association, that's pretty important because show all your skills, everything that really show us what you really are as a professional, right? And also the recommendation letters. I asked one recommendation letter from my boss at Duracell and another one from my last university. So it was one academic and one professional. Also my motivation letter, it was like just to be clear in one page, and also like the English proof. And after that, I just sent my document. I asked some question in the platform, and it was like so fast. You know, I was like pre-selected from the school.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like a easy recruit platform.
Yeah, that's the interview platform we use. So
Yeah,
it's
a
for many
platform.
programs, we use that. It's not a face-to-face interview like now what conversation we have, but it's to allow you answer some questions already set by the head of program. So you will have to answer those questions one by one in front of your camera. So it's recorded, and then our head of program will evaluate to see your answers, your presenting skills, etc., to decide whether you are a good fit in the program.
Yeah, it was pretty easy. It was just as you mentioned, it was the question, and I have like some little time to think about my answer. I just answer, and then it was pretty easy. And it's not hard, you know. If maybe the students are so scared about the question, it is just question about your experience in the past, or maybe in an association you participate before, about your personal life. It's easy, you know, just like don't be stressed about it.
Yeah.
And after that, in 2 weeks, I have like the answer of being.
That's the normal step or time we need to finish your evaluation and admission. So
yeah, it was so fast. I really like that way we manage.
Very valuable opinions.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
I have one question. This is Shriyansh here from India. I have applied for MIM in NEOMA, and fortunately I got in. So for September 21 entry. So my question was, in our second year we have to choose our MSc program. So I wanted to know from Glenn that in international marketing and brand management, do we have any collaborations with several companies in a corporate world? Yeah, if you can brief me about that, it'll be great. Thank you.
Yeah, in fact, you know, we have like some partnerships with some companies. In fact, in this semester, we will be working with Ferrero. I don't know if you know about this chocolate big company. Yeah, and it will be like really cool because they are gonna give us some insights, a business case about Ferrero, and we will be working in groups of 6 people with French students and international students, and we will be presenting the project in front of the managers, you know. And then it will be cool because they are gonna choose the best group of each course, because of each class we are like 4 groups for our master, and then we are gonna present in front of the, you know, the big general managers. So at the end they are gonna select not only the best group but 1 student, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think that's gonna give you so many visibility in front of people, and later for having, you know, opportunities in the job life.
Yeah.
So
that's a very good example. We also have these similar projects in many other MSc, not only in the international marketing and brand management.
Yeah, I can add, sorry, just to add, in all the 5 Master of Science in Marketing, companies are really involved, and you will have business cases with real companies, and most of the time you need to present your report face to the managers, and in a real life without COVID, yeah, it's face to face in the same room. Now it's online, but yeah, so companies are really present at NEOMA Business School, and you will have a lot of interactions with them.
Great, thank you everyone.
You're welcome.
Hi, hello, I have a question. Yeah, based about what we talked about the interview after we applied. So because of the COVID right now, so we have to do the interview online by the physics the questions, instead of like talking like one-to-one personal, or we can choose to have the physical questions, or we can choose to have like one-to-one to talk. Because actually, based on my personality, I prefer to communicate and to have more recommended questions.
I can answer you. So normally for most programs, it's the video recording format of interview. But if you are quite against that, or you prefer more the real talk with head of our program, you can bring it up and recommend that. Then we can do what we can, ask for the head of program to arrange a real interview like this for you. So just to bring it up after you finish your application, we can manage that.
Okay, thank you. And actually, I have one more question about applying. Honestly, I'm applying the Master of Digital, like the digital marketing.
Yes.
But actually, I really want to do the job about marketing, and I'm also interested in the international marketing and the brand marketing. So for me, I'm kind of struggling and I don't know which one to choose, but at the first, I already applied the digital one, but I'm thinking, can I, like, if I failed or if I want to have a second chance, can I apply it another one from NEOMA? Because, you know, I love NEOMA and I'm already in NEOMA, so I don't want to miss it, but I don't know. So I just want to know if I have the chance or not.
In the system, yes, you can apply at the same time for 2 programs it's better that you try one first and then go to another. That can maybe prioritize your choice or option. But if you can't decide anyway, you can go for both at the same time. That means you have to do the interview twice. So in theory, it's possible, but for your choice, if you really hesitate between 2, like we have been talking from the very beginning, we encourage you to go to the details from the maybe brochure website or watch. There are many other interviews or webinar like this, some from the particular head of the MSC program. So he or she will share the real thoughts or something deeper in his or her program. Then you can know better whether that's what you want. And another suggestion could be try to choose the program based on your future career desire or interest. Always try to prepare your future career from the program that you are going to do, if it helps.
Okay, thank you. And the last question, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I remember like you talk about the language courses in the chat room, and actually I have the same ambition with Ganin. Sorry if I pronounce the name well or not.
Yeah.
Like actually I'm studying in France right now, and I'm really would like to work in France in the future. But the biggest problem for me is like I speak better English than French.
Okay.
So I already took some French classes in NEOMA right now, but I don't know if I took the master program in NEOMA, still I have the free courses or I need to pay the additional fee to have the language classes. Yes,
and
because
Sophie has the answer for you, and then Glenn can prove that, I believe, about the French language course, right?
Yes, because like for me, the bachelors are free to have the second language classes, but for the master.
Okay.
Yeah, but our position is that when you join a Master of Science, you are working for having an expertise in a specific industry or specific skills. We are not a language school. We are a business school, and our aim is to provide our students with a lot of academic skills, and language courses are something additional for us. This is an option, and we prefer to focus more on business contents, especially marketing for this. And this is the priority for us, because the demand of our students is not the same. The big part of our students doesn't want to attend language courses because they have enough English level, or they don't want to learn another language. So really the priority of our business school is to focus on business and business courses especially. So language courses are an option. It's not free because it's not for all the students, and we don't want to to say this is compulsory for everybody, because this is probably your last year of studies, and most of our students want to focus and highlight really business courses.
So if you want to take some French courses, it is possible, but unfortunately it's not all free. We charge a little bit by the courses you choose. Each semester you can choose 30 hours of language courses, such as French. I don't know, Glenn, if you have chosen any, so I guess you should have this option in your MSc.
Yeah, I have the option, but I didn't take it.
Okay.
But the thing is that, you know, in the school, everyone speaks English, but you know, outside, you have the opportunity to speak French all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is that not all the people here speak English. So if you go to a supermarket, you must speak in French. If you go to the office to make some, you know, to the CAF allowance or the bank.
The basic dialogues.
So you will have the chance to speak French and learn. In the residence, for example, where I live in a cruise residence. I have to speak French all the time with my friends.
Yeah. But that also help you to improve your French language skill.
Yeah.
And also from the optional courses, you can get the basis. And then if you are more dedicated to finding an internship or job in the future in France, it's better you prepare yourself a bit earlier, even before arriving in France, to prepare yourself.
Hi, again, this is Shriyansh here. There's one more question from my end. So looking at the current COVID time in France, so if you guys can help me with some visibility, like for September 21 entry, are we looking forward to have online classes or the on-campus classes? So if I can get some clarity around the same, that would be great.
Okay, so I can answer this question, or maybe I cannot answer this question. As you can know, from the beginning of this world crisis, we are always following the government's recommendations. It's absolutely compulsory for us to follow these recommendations. So when the government says all the campuses are closed and this is only online courses, we apply, we do it, okay? In December the 20th, just at the beginning of the Christmas break, the government sent us a recommendation to welcome 10 students per group from January intake. So we have implemented it. We have worked a lot to organize everything, and everything is already ready to welcome in presential on our campuses 10 students per group, because presence is our priority, but our priority regarding the government's recommendations. So for the next months, nobody can know what happened, what will happen, okay? Correct. Nobody can know it. So if we are authorized, for sure, we will be really happy to welcome all our students on campuses, because this is the life of a school, to have students present. And my dream as director of all MSc full-time is to organize again in October a very huge amphi for welcome session with all my students present on campuses. This is my dream, and I hope we will do it. But I cannot confirm right now we will do it.
Sure, I understand. Thank you so much for your
Sorry.
answer. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Hortense, and I would like to ask specifically about online classes, because I feel like I don't really feel like relocating in France, and I would like to know if I can choose to attend the only online classes without having to relocate in France.
Okay, so you are talking about the October intake if you join the MSc.
Yeah, I would like to join the Expert Digital Marketing classes, the master degree, and that's why I'm really into it, because most of the time I know it's going to be quite difficult for me with the documents and then with the accommodation, and I would like to avoid all these issues because it's quite a big issue for me.
Okay, so I fully understand. The aim of our school is to welcome all our students in presence, and the real and normal life in schools to have all the students present, not online courses. So from the beginning of this crisis, we organized a lot of online courses for sure, and we try to accommodate depending on all the different cases we can face. But from next October, if we are authorized by the government, every and all courses will take place in presence, and it will be compulsory to be in presence on campus. Online courses, if we are authorized again, won't continue. It's not the plan. The plan is not to continue with the hybrid system, online plus presence. This is not really the best way to teach. We do our best, but this is not the best way. So I fully understand that it's not easy for you to join and to accommodate and so on, but I prefer to be transparent, and if we are authorized, really everybody will be on campus.
Okay, then.
And
Thank you
to
for
guarantee you a bit more, or assure you a bit more, if you are admitted for our fall intake this year, and then due to situation change or uncertainty, you are not sure whether you want to come this year, you can always ask for a deferral to next year. That means we keep your enrollment for one whole year. You can ask even at a later stage, such as May, till situation is clearer, you can know better whether you want to come or not. So we have this deferral permit for all enrolled or admitted students.
Now the point is that I really want to attend these classes this year, but my issue is the part of the document and the accommodation, because I don't really know France, and I'm just afraid that it's going to be a headache for me to have everything, and to avoid that, I was like, maybe it's better for me to follow the online classes. But as you said, that is not possible for me. I mean, for next year, you don't know. We are not really sure of what's going to happen. I'm going to make my mind, and then if I really decide to attend these classes, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. Maybe one point to help you to make your own decision is that sometimes you can have a difference between the media information and what is happening in real life in the country.
Sure.
This is the same for every country, okay? And one point, real point, is that from the beginning of September, we have nearly 15 million of children who joined schools, very little schools, from 3 years old to 18 years old.
Okay.
And they never stopped.
Okay.
Okay. And the ministry authorized them to join the school, and nobody is absent. Okay. All the professors are present. It's not students, it's pupils. They are present in class. Can you imagine this authorization if the situation was not safe for them?
Yeah, you're right, though.
This decision has been made in August, in September, and even if we voted the confinement, we remained this position, and the ministry remains this position. Okay,
No,
so
my issue is not really about the COVID and all what is happening right now, because I live in Italy and I think we are worse than France. But my point is that I was looking for houses right now to know if I can have a house in France, and I know it's a lot of documents. From what I see, I have to go to the I don't know how you call it. I have to do a lot of documentation to just have a house. And I was like, that's my issue, that's my problem, because already I have my house, and then I have my apartment, I'm working, I have everything, and I'm about to leave everything and to start over in France, just because I want to follow these classes, and it's really important for me. But I'm afraid for this part. I'm afraid that maybe it's going to be easy. I'm afraid that I may have a lot of problem looking for houses. And that's my issue right now. It's not about the COVID, because I'm already living it. I've been in the house for the past 1 year, so it's not really a problem for me. It's mostly about the fact that I had to relocate to another country.
Okay, but you won't be alone. You won't be alone for that. We have so much people dedicated to help our international students. So
really,
just ask.
Sorry, madam. I can maybe I can give her some advice, since actually I'm the bachelor of NEOMA, and I came to NEOMA after my high school. I'm from China. So I have no idea about Europe and no idea about France. But honestly, the reason why I chose NEOMA, because the recruiting group and also the hospital staff in our school. I mean, if you have any questions, you can write an email to Hub. And also we have a lot of associations, like in Cultural Code, they can help all the international students. And also you needn't to worry about accommodation, because in Huang, you have a lot of student studios. And in France, you have a student
that makes me happy, though. That makes me happy.
In France, you have housing support, like the GAF. Each month, the government will give you like 100 or 200 euros to supporting you have an apartment. So really don't worry about it. And
now I'm light about that. Thank you so much. I'm happy now.
Thank you very much, Liu.
I'm glad our student can already help us and share the real experience. So thank you for all the opinions and the sharing, and thank you for Anne-Sophie and Glenn today for your time, your input, and all the participants. Due to the time limit, we have to finish here, but you have our contact information and especially the Calendly link that you can book a one-to-one talk with all our recruiters from your own region. So don't miss that chance, and come back to us after. So we will have to call it day today. Thank you again for everything, for your participation. And thank you, Xiao Thomas, our chatter.
Okay, thank you very much to all of you, and have a nice day. See you very soon on our campus.